I think that the internet is a paradigm-shifting force that will integrate with the blogosphere and folksonomy, and it will leverage synergies between multinational corporations and different countries to provide the globalized environment that mankind so needs.
March 3rd, the first English language channel is created. It's called World2CH, created by a 16-year-old Japanese user. Its user base consists of Japanese and English users. The English users on World2CH also use ADTRW on Something Awful, and they are very familiar with Fatuba as well. Later, they convince the owner of World2CH to create an image board. He makes two, and it officially becomes the first Western image board. Later, a Fatuba appreciation thread is created on ADTRW, becoming the gateway between the Eastern and Western cultures of the internet. World2CH is mentioned on the appreciation thread as well, garnering a new influx of English-speaking users on the site. September 9th, a user that frequents ADTRW registers 4chan.net because it looks like Fatuba's domain, 2chan.net, or something like that. The user, Moot, only really had the idea of creating the email address at 4chan.net, but he gets a different idea. He wants to make a site. September 30th, Moot announces 4chan.net in Something Awful's ADTRW forum. The thread is titled 4chan.net, English 2chan.net. So on October 1st, 4chan is founded by Moot, intended to be the English version of 2chan. And right off the bat, Moot creates B, anime/random, and he posts on Something Awful and World2CH about his website, which was surprisingly received extremely well. Moot also held a contest deciding what 4chan's logo should be. Within 3 hours of creating the contest, around 50 banners are submitted, after which Moot decides to simply make the banners cycle through the sites at random every time you load a page. And if you guys don't know what banners are, they're basically like these small advertisement things that you would put on sites to like advertise your site on other sites. I mean, like, they're really small, like almost as small as Moot's dick, but hey. October 2nd, 4chan's hosting company receives an email complaining about Lolicon and Guro posting on B. Moot simply writes back saying that neither of which are illegal. Later that day, Moot creates the second board, Hentai, because what kind of site doesn't have hentai on it? I mean, come on now.
It's called hentai, and it's art.
Moot describes B in a news post as a retard bed. October 6th, Moot creates 4 new image boards, anime/cute, hentai alternative, wallpaper/anime, and yaoi, alongside an okagai BBS board. Okay, now that was a struggle. October 9th, 2 new image boards are created. Guro, to clean up the nastiest imagery on H and S, both of which are user moderated. Moot announces that 4chan has received over 1 million hits in the past 6 days, and it may look for sponsors. October 16th, 2chan users catch wind of 4chan, resulting in a massive amount of Japanese users coming into the site, at least doubling the traffic on all boards. The absolute onslaught of unexpected traffic causes B to crash for like 2 days, killing it for the first time. November 1st, Moot begs for donations in the first of a long history of times. What a pussy. Sorry, my tongue slipped. Complaining that the site was extremely slow, and that you would have to block Japanese domains unless something was done. And the fact that the cost of Moot's server bills was now $400 a month. And I can understand that. I mean, he's like a 15-year-old. How the fuck is he gonna pay a $400 server bill every fucking month? So he warns that 4chan will slowly die unless enough donations are received. November 8th, 2 more image boards are added. Oh, okay, Moot, I see you, man. First you were complaining about that damn server bill, now you're just adding more boards. Okay, I see how it is. Those 2 image boards being A, anime, and L for Lolicon, because C was flooded with too many not safe for work images. Also by this time, B lost its anime/random subtitle, and it just became the random board. November 20th, Apex tells Moot that 4chan has to go. 4chan dies for the second time. 4chan is now hosted by GoDaddy. December 17th, Moot blocks all Japanese domains from accessing the site, significantly reducing 4chan server bills while maintaining the same level of contribution. December 29th. Following a massive flood of CP, Lolicon is temporarily deleted. January 8th. Lolicon returns along with a new image board, R, which is the request board. January 13th. The term "beatard" is first used on B in a follow-up to somebody suggesting that "bastard" be a collective name. February 11th. A Something Awful user attempts to shut down 4chan by emailing the host, GoDaddy. He succeeds, and 4chan.net is moved to 4chan.org. February 14th. After GoDaddy suspends the 4chan.net domain 3 days before without Moot realizing it, Moot registers 4chan.org as a temporary domain until everything is sorted out. Thus, 4chan died for the third time. February 19th. The Flashboard is created. March 1st. Moot is in desperate need of some donations. I mean, the dude is like, he's willing to suck cock for it. So he begs the users of 4chan again to donate to him, or else the site will sadly die. March 8th. After a week-long swarm of donations, Moot announces that he has enough to pay for the server bill until 2005. Man, he must have really sucked cock super good to get that. I mean, holy shit, man. Also, he announces that he's in Cancun, Mexico, which is also pretty neat. March 28th. The 4chan.org domain becomes permanent, with the 4chan.net domain being occupied by domain squatters, which are basically people who steal domains or occupy domains to redirect traffic. For example, porn.com gets a lot of traffic because a lot of 12-year-olds think that there's porn on there, but it's really just for ads and to make money. That being said, Moot tells the site users to spread the word around that it's 4chan.org now, not 4chan.net. Also around this time, Moot deletes the Goodo board, or the G board, possibly due to issues with PayPal. March 30th. The CM board, or Cute Mail, was created to keep out the mail content on C. April 1st. As an April Fool's Day prank, Moot posts a picture of a man in a graduation uniform shortly after getting his diploma from Stanford University. On April 4th, he posts a picture of the same man in front of a statue in Mexico. Moot claims to be the man in the photos, and he also claims that his name is Robert Bobkins. And this was generally believed by the site's users until the Otakon panel in 2005, which I will go over later, of course. April 19th. 100k get on B is reached. And if you don't know what a get is basically the post number. So each post has a number, and the more posts there are, the higher the number goes. For example, when B first opened up in 2003, the first post was number 1, and then the second post was number 2. And this will be the 100k get, or the 100,000 get. Many users were spam posting in hopes of getting the get themselves, but it turned out to be a really uneventful get, to say the least. June 15th. The owner of Hentai Key, which is the server host of 5chan, attempts to get 4chan shut down, this time by emailing PayPal, who controlled 4chan's donations at the time. He succeeds. Also, when they say 5chan, I'm pretty sure they're talking about modern day Fatuba, but I might be wrong about that. June 20th. A day that will live forever in short-term memory. 4chan dies for the fourth and longest time, for nearly 6 weeks this time. Moot blames the lack of contributions and donations, and asshole posters basically. August 7th. A glorious day for 4chan. 4chan returns in its 5th incarnation following 6 weeks of downtime after gathering enough money and support. Many new moderators, developers, and server administrators are added as well. September 8th. 3 new boards are added. The Weapons board, K, the Autoboard, O, and the Shota Mail, SM. Don't search that up. October 1st, 4chan turns 1 year old. And that will be it for the beginning of the site's history. In the next video, we'll be talking about topics ranging from certain users of the site to legendary events that the site is much more known for. Anyways, thanks for watching.